Hey guys, what's going on? James here. Cool hoodie, right? But in today's video, we're going to be talking about how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have placed quarterback Blaine Gabbert on the injured reserve and have promoted defensive lineman Patrick O'Connor from the practice squad to the active roster. But before we get into that topic, I just want to say, hey, look over here, the MrBucsNation Game Watch Meetup. It's still happening this Sunday, September 29th at 4:05 p.m. You probably want to get there a little bit earlier. I'm probably going to be there at around 3 p.m., maybe even earlier than that. So if you guys want to show up early, hang out, that's cool. If not, you can just show up at 4:05 p.m., that's cool as well. You can still RSVP if you want to, but if you just want to show up, that's cool. I just can't guarantee you a seat. So just, just do whatever you guys want to do. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoy. So like I said, in this video, we're going to be talking about how the Buccaneers have placed quarterback Blaine Gabbert on the injured reserve and promoted defensive lineman Patrick O'Connor to the active roster. So first, let's talk about the Blaine Gabbert situation. So this sucks, okay? I know people don't like Blaine Gabbert, and everybody thinks that he's a bad quarterback and he's trash and whatnot, and that's fine. Okay, everybody's entitled to their opinions. I'm not judging you for having that opinion, but it's never good to see somebody get hurt. Blaine Gabbert, I believe he dislocated his non-throwing shoulder in the third or fourth preseason game. You just hate to see that. I believe it actually was the third preseason game. So that sucks. Blaine Gabbert, I wish you nothing but a speedy recovery. I believe he is eligible to come back at week 12, so keep an eye out for that. They might end up bringing him back here before the regular season ends. But again, Blaine Gabbert, the gift of Gabbert, man, the gift of Gabbert. I hope you heal up soon, brother. It sucks that your shoulder is putting you out for a decent amount of time this year. On the other side of the spectrum, this is great news for Ryan Griffin and Ryan Griffin fans. Shout out to Griffin Greatness on Instagram, because he's finally the primary backup to Jameis Winston for the first time in basically his entire tenure with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's always been situations where he's been the third quarterback and he's just been completely inactive. Ever since Dirk Cutter came along, he brought in Ryan Griffin to be that third quarterback, and he was just never the main backup. There's always a different guy like Ryan Fitzpatrick or somebody else. Maybe Mike Glennon. I don't think Mike Glennon was around whenever Ryan Griffin was around. He might have been, I don't remember. But I do remember specifically Ryan Fitzpatrick keeping Ryan Griffin away from that main backup quarterback spot. And then it seemed like, oh, finally Ryan Griffin's going to get this spot. Ryan Fitzpatrick is gone now. Bruce Arians is coming in. And, oh, well, then Blaine Gabbert came to town and pushed Ryan Griffin back down to that third quarterback spot job, regardless of how well he was playing in the preseason. And, Ryan Griffin was playing some pretty darn good football in the preseason, but now with the Blaine Gabbert injury, this is finally just continues to be an opportunity for Ryan Griffin. He's already been the backup for 3 games in a row now. Maybe the Buccaneers might bring in another third quarterback. They might not. We'll just have to wait and see, but this is cool for Ryan Griffin. He finally gets that chance to be a backup quarterback, and that's fun. Okay, he can be active for football games. I don't expect him to do anything because we don't want to see Jameis Winston get hurt, but it's just fun to see him out there and know that he's on the active roster for a game day. So shout out to Ryan Griffin and shout out to all you Ryan Griffin fans out there. But with Blaine Gabbert being placed on the injured reserve, a roster spot was opened up, and the Buccaneers filled said roster spot by promoting defensive lineman Patrick O'Connor from the practice squad. This was a move that, a lot of people thought was going to happen eventually, okay? Patrick O'Connor played really darn well in the preseason and in training camp. He looked pretty good all the way throughout. It took me a little bit of time to warm up to him, but when I did, I thought that he was really doing a good job. He really just kind of, broke through essentially in terms of his gameplay and whatnot in training camp and in preseason. So this is good. Adds a little bit more of defensive lineman depth. He's going to be there with guys like, Ndamukong Suh, Vita Vea, William Golston, Raheem Nunez-Roche, among others. So this will be cool. It's nice to have him back. Him and Damone Harris were two of the biggest surprises of guys who made that initial 53-man roster. Now they are back, reunited together. A couple of undrafted guys, making this team, having a cool story there. They're both very cool guys. They've both been doing some awesome things. I'm happy to see them get the opportunities that they have been getting. So Patrick O'Connor, welcome back to the team, man. Nice to have you back. Hopefully he can provide some solid depth and some solid special teams play as well. Guys, that's it for this quick little video. I know that, this is just, it's just a meh video. Who cares? Who cares? But guys, I'm always going to tell you the same thing whenever I make these videos is, one, I have a lot of regret in my life because I didn't make the Carl Nassib video whenever we brought him in, so you darn know that I'm going to make a lot of videos about a lot of the transactions that this team makes. And two, I'm always going to echo this sentiment is that you never know what player is going to make an impact until they make an impact. Nobody thought that Shaq Barrett was going to do as god-tier amazing as a pass rusher as he has been doing these first 3 weeks. I mean, a lot of us thought he was going to do good, but not 8 sacks in the first 3 games good, and that's what I'm talking about. You never know what kind of impact a player is going to have. Shaq Barrett's the best pass rusher in the league right now in terms of overall stats, so I think that really you can't count anybody out, okay? You really can't. Shaq Barrett's a great example of that. The man, has been an underdog his entire career. Anyway, I could talk about Shaq Barrett forever, but the point is that, Patrick O'Connor can go out there, do some awesome things, and it would be a really cool thing to see because he would be doing it for the Buccaneers. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think about these moves down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, but until the next video or the next live stream, I'll see you guys in the next one, but until then, and as always, goodbye for now, and go Bucs!